called. It's almost like a holster grip or a Bruce Lee grip with Master Carlos. But remember, these techniques work in conjunction with others, okay? So it's not like I'm like, oh, I got his arm, now it's over here. And I'm like, you know, this works, okay? Because I trap it here, I scoop up here, move, and everything begins to sequentially follow, okay? I don't want to be sitting here holding his arm on the bottom with the knee in. I need to go to a more definite type of a technique. But this is just a way to create space. If you notice what's happening on the right side, look. See how he should be plugging this hole right here with his right knee, with his right hip, okay? As I go here, look, I bring my knee up and I bring the knee in, okay? Now from here, I'm not done, okay? But my hand doesn't need to be on the inner thigh right here. I can hook it here because now I can begin to arch away and he's already not in the best situation here, okay? Because I can insert the hooks here, I can sit up, I can do a lot more, but you have to go to a more definite position and your right shin, right knee goes in and then your feet go in, okay? So once you roll with the same person or whoever is here tonight, the second they feel this, most likely, what would you do? Frame. So that essentially becomes a decoy or just a setup for you to create space. There's gonna come a point where you have to recognize there's a time you frame, okay? There's a time you move your hips, there's a time you pull. Usually you're gonna pull when you grip something. Instinctively, whenever you grip, you're gonna pull. This is not the time to pull. Gripping does not do anything for me, doesn't help me frame. It just keeps him stuck onto me more so than he is already. Look, we're here. He starts feeling it right here. He starts pulling back. Okay? And we go into a more type of an open guard. So, back here. Now my objective is to get my arm on the inside and to do a fairly simple, not so simple escape, okay, from side control, because when you're flat, you gotta turn to your side, all right? So from here, as I go here, he may create a little bit of space here. How would you create the space? Now I go here. He starts pressing back into me here. I create frames. I wanna load him up over my head and move my hips out. Typically, your outside leg, okay, this one, is going to create the space. But you have to move this outside leg. Look how much more movement and range of motion I have when I take this foot, because I want to reconnect my elbow and knee. This is my goal, but I want to reconnect it, but I'm not done there. I need to reconnect my feet and 4 points of contact. So the knee and shin is one thing, but that just creates space so you can get your feet back in the game. Look at my hip movement. When I put my foot right here, that's about it. You can easily take that space back. Yeah. But when I'm framing here, and maybe even here, and I go here, you see how much more movement there is? So just move your foot out. When you start your movement, going to help with this. So you're just going to now start here, okay? This arm is in. You'll notice if your hands are pointing towards the ceiling, you're going to be using triceps. And this right here is very limited because in all honesty, the more he takes his head and moves it towards my wrist, the more he can collapse it right here, okay? When I turn my hands towards me, okay, I'm able to now use the power of my shoulders, my arms, and I'm not using my triceps here, okay? So now from here, as he presses into me, and you have space. Hands together. Do not put him less than a 90. Was it acute? I don't know, I'm not good. Okay, so look, so we're here. Let's say, okay, you were here, you moved out, maybe you got your arm inside here. Okay, still my right knee. My right knee and my right elbow needs to connect. So I want to frame with just below the elbow. Below, towards the hand, above, towards the head. Even when I'm on the ground. So when you say below, it's this way. So we're here, I frame. Put this foot. So it's feet, hips, shoulders, feet, hips, shoulders. Okay, just as an example. Because if you're gonna go in open guard, you might as well fire something off. Over here. And just passing. You're gonna. And you're here, open guard. Alright? Passing. Passing. So you passing. You pass. And here. Feet on the hips, hands here. But you get grips and all that. Right? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. This is as basic as it gets. But not so basic.